Hey YouTube, Rando here. This is going to be a quick update on a camera we recently purchased. It's been probably the better part of 6 months. So we're going to call this the around 6-month review. It's been about 6 months we've been using it. These cameras run right around $100. It's completely, well, not completely wireless. It's wireless how it runs to your device, but it's not wireless. You got to have a power source for it to plug into. And it has an antenna on it to get a Wi-Fi signal. The one thing I was worried about this camera was, if you lose your Wi-Fi signal, do you lose camera service? No, you do not. As long as you have Wi-Fi going in your house, your camera can send a signal to that Wi-Fi box. Your Wi-Fi box can send a signal to your phone or your tablet. So you can still get footage. I don't know about live footage if you're away from your house. I doubt it. Unless you're on 4G or 5G, whatever the G's up to now. Whatever you're on, I'm sure you can still look at your camera even if Wi-Fi is out at your house, but I've never tried it, so I'm not sure about that. The one thing, the biggest downfall about this camera is it does lose signal often. It freezes if you don't have the sound on, because it's right next to an air conditioner, so it's really annoying. It's a really annoying sound. If you don't have the sound on, you'll not notice that it's not filming. I mean, it's not doing anything. It's just stuck in one frame and it crashed. It's not telling you it's crashed. You think your camera's still going, but it's dark outside and it's, broad daylight on your camera. So that's how you know it crashed, if you don't have the sound on. If you have the sound on, it's really loud. It's got a good mic on it. And actually, I don't have the sound on right now. I have the sound on my other camera that's above it here. The other monitor, you can hear the crickets in the background and whatnot. That's coming from the other camera. That's not coming from this camera. And it crashes often. Even if you don't lose Wi-Fi signal, I could be watching TV, watching Netflix, never lose signal. I know my Wi-Fi is working. This camera will freeze. It'll just stop. It'll lose signal. It'll disconnect. And it does it probably a dozen times a day. So there's huge downfalls to this camera. The biggest upside is going to be the fact that you can get a signal to your phone even when you're away from your house. You can see what's going on at your house through, just through their app. So that's a cool plus for it, but I would definitely have some kind of backup like we do. We have backup security systems, so I wasn't that worried about it. I just wanted something that would notify me when I was away from the house, and it does that. But I would not buy this as a primary security system for sure. As often as it crashes. And again, I think it's the ALC Full HD cam. I forget the exact model. I'll try to put it in the title description so you guys know, and this will be the 6-month update of letting you guys, after 6 months of use, I would not recommend this camera on how often it crashes. Unless you're, like I said, just using it like I am, just as a backup to get a notification that something's going on, your motion detector will set off. If you just want a quick notification, it'll do that. But as often as it crashes, I wouldn't. And in order to get the footage off of it, you have to actually pull the SD card out of the back of the camera, because it's got its own onboard recording. So it records directly to the camera. There's no DVR outside the camera. So your DVR is inside the camera. So you have to climb up there and get that damn SD card every time you want footage of something. So it's just a pain in the butt. I would just prefer to have a regular wired system. It still needs electricity to run the wireless camera, so you're still going to have wires. So I would just prefer the wired system there. That's just going to be my update and my thought on it. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.